Hey, I'm Dorian, joined by my wife and celebrity menswear stylist Ashley Weston.
Hey guys!
Today we're talking all about the best hairstyles for your face shape, but that means that you know definitively what your face shape is. And if you don't, we put together a wonderful article and video specifically dedicated to that so you can determine that once and for all. We'll link it in the description below.
Be sure to follow us on our Instagram page where we post daily outfit inspiration photos. And if you have any questions throughout this video about maybe, which hairstyle will look best on your face shape, definitely shoot us a text. We cannot wait to answer your questions.
So first up is an oval face shape. Symmetrical and well proportioned, the oval face shape basically allows you to have virtually any hairstyle you want, which is great. So that means the hair world is your oyster. The only thing you have to avoid though is having hair come down on your forehead, because that'll completely throw off the proportions of your face. So that's literally the one caveat you have to avoid.
So the most complimentary hairstyle for you guys will have to be short on the sides, longer on top. You can either, it's like similar to a side part or a quiff. So how long you go on top really just depends on your preference.
For square face shapes, you're similar to the oval face shape in that most haircuts will look really darn good on you, all the way from a buzz cut to longer hairstyles or even a side part like I've got here.
Just keep in mind though, the shorter you go, the closer you're gonna look to a military grunt, so just be aware of that. But all in all, classic neat hairstyles with close fades really complement this face shape.
If you've got a rectangular or oblong face shape like yours truly, the one thing to avoid is making sure our hairstyle doesn't make our face look longer than it is. So there's a couple things you need to be aware of, and there's a couple great cuts that'll work perfect for you.
So what you wanna do is avoid taking the sides too short if you're gonna keep some length on top, because that's really going to add length in your face, and you've got a rectangular face, an oblong face, so we've already got that length.
So undercuts probably not gonna be the best. I have a little more hair right here. It's not so shaved down. If you went shorter than this and kept the length on top, it would make me look kind of like a llama.
So just make sure to keep the sides and the top of your hair relatively similar in length, because that will keep it proportional and really complement your type of face shape.
You just don't want extremes. That's what you have to avoid.
So highly recommend a style that is going to allow the top of your hair to just kind of lay to the side or maybe across the forehead, because that's going to add some width to your face, which is what you want, because you really don't want to make your face look even narrower than it is.
And for our face shape, the best styles and haircuts are going to be where the sides and the top are relatively close in length, and that goes all the way up to long hair. So if you've got a round face shape, the name of the game is going to be adding some dimension to your hairstyle, because you need to basically offset the roundness of your face, so you need to start thinking square.
A square hairstyle creates the illusion of structure, so go with a hairstyle that is super tight on the sides, longer on top. Something like a pompadour or even like a flat top will look fantastic.
And then also, you can have hair coming down on your forehead too, to kind of add just some dimensionality. A diamond face shape is kind of one of the rarest face shapes out there, so you're gonna have a couple of specific things you need to avoid and really watch out for. Otherwise, it tends to go off the rails pretty quickly for guys like you. The biggest thing to avoid is taking it really short on the sides or too short on the sides, because you've got pronounced cheekbones already, and what that's going to do is basically make your ears look much bigger than they are, which I hope we want to avoid that at this point.
Okay, so I know that probably sounds really confusing.
It does.
So you can add width to your forehead, which for a diamond shape, that's on the smaller side. Your widest part, again, is your cheekbone, so we're not trying to accentuate that. So for your forehead, the way you can add some width is by having like a front fringe that adds just texture and width to your forehead. And then the way to add some width to your chin area, which is super narrow, is to have maybe a longer haircut where you can just tuck it behind your ears.
So what that does is it'll basically kind of fill in the silhouette of your face and not make it look so thin. Now your head actually has a little more structure and shape to it than just pointy on the top and the bottom.
But what I have to say is that facial hair with this type of face shape is fantastic and will make a huge difference. So definitely check out our video on the best facial hairstyles for your face shape.
And similar to a diamond face shape, if you have a heart face shape, you have one thing you really need to avoid, and that's taking it too tight on the sides. What that's going to do is accentuate the width of your forehead, which will be the largest measurement of your face shape, and it will also make your chin look even pointier and smaller than it is, which you obviously don't want to do.
A medium length swept look is actually gonna be your best bet, but you can also go with a longer hairstyle. Just make sure to keep it light and soft with some layers, because that's really gonna soften the heart shape's forehead.
And just like we said in the diamond, you really will benefit from having some facial hair, so check out the video linked in the description below about best facial hairstyles for you. And if you've got a triangle face shape, that means your jaw is going to be your widest measurement. So that means your forehead's on a little bit of a narrow side. So what you want is you want full hairstyles. The fuller, the better. So you can have long, short, just make sure that it looks relatively full up top, and that will accentuate your face shape perfectly. So you can go with shorter hairstyles similar to mine, where you keep the length on top and go a little shorter on the sides, but not crazy extreme. And then you could also have longer hairstyles too, because what that'll do is add some dimension and volume up top and balance out your wider jawline down below. All right, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.